I'm still not over this Hickman stuff. If I could be perfectly honest, I was sitting in front of the computer screen going, what am I going to talk about today? It's been a day since a video. What's happening in the comic book world? Man, we're in between an X-Men period that was into an X-Men period that maybe won't ever be, but maybe could be. But I'm possibly being hopeful, optimistic that it will succeed because Chillmonger is going to read, and what he sees, he'll review, and you can like the video. By the way, do you like this border that I put up? Let me know. Talking about Hickman though, Hickman specifically, this guy came in with a plan, and they said, fine, we'll hire you. Wait, you want to do a weekly release? Well, we can't do that. Okay, we'll get Matthew Rosenberg to do Uncanny X-Men, and guys can do things there. We'll even experiment with the first 10 issues of that being weekly, right? You get Ed Brisson in here, and Kelly Thompson also. It's the first woman to write Uncanny X-Men. It was the first woman. It was. What a monumental milestone to be achieved in 2019. Makes you think of all the years that women have been excluded from that position. No, it doesn't. It doesn't make you think that. You're just supposed to say the first woman, and everyone's supposed to be happy that you guys are these and it hasn't been one since 2019. Anyway, that's not the point of this. The point is to ramble about Jonathan Hickman, who said, I got this idea, weekly release. So Pepe Larraz, RB Silva, they're going to get busy on doing these large comic books. And when it's time, it'll be time. And they decided, well, he's going to make mutants die return. So during the Rosenberg Uncanny X-Men, Rain is going to die. And so will everyone else who died in that just easily. And they're back now. Okay. We're in the Hickman era. He has a plan. He lets you guys know, I know you guys like to do multiple books. Just so you know, the first act of this might be a year, maybe a couple more months than that. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. But this is what's coming. This is all. Full warning, everybody. You guys, this is the plan. There was a vote. And everyone to a man said, we're going to continue. They voted to continue Act 1, which would be, I guess, Krakoa. We assume that it would mean Krakoa would come to an end and he would go to the next Mars or wherever he would have gone. We assume that. They decided, no, you know what, Jonathan Hickman? You did such a great job. It's your fault that we're going to stick here for a while. Jordan D. White said that with no knowledge that 2 years from now, he would be out of X-Men anyways. This bum, this dumbass, this senior editor of the X-Men line was thinking, oh no, we're going to be here for years. No, you absolute imbecile. What you did was you kept your job for the same amount of time it would have took Jonathan Hickman to finish his story. You think you were elongating anything? False. What you did was dumb, cost you your job, you're out of here, and it cost me an enjoyable story. I was bought in. And unlike many others, no insult to any others, but once Jonathan Hickman skedaddled, so did my purchasing dollars. I lost interest in what was happening. Why would I say, oh, he gets to start the story, and let's see what other creators have to do. Let's see what they have to say. How do they interpret it? Let's see. Moira McTaggart is a villain now. Was the big surprising twist as soon as Hickman left. That just doesn't make sense at all. She lives 10 times longer than everyone else. She didn't become a villain. The real Moira McTaggart, according to Hickman. So I'm not over that. I was purchasing and I was like, okay, got to see what's happening in X-Force. Let me see what's going on, because it feels like he left a lot of loose threads that were able to be picked up by other writers. He thought about you. He thought about the greed and the corporate side of it. He understood that there's going to be people who want to be looking at the Apocalypse direction about all those mutants from the past, the original mutants, whatever they were from another world. He even left a little something for the CIA, for the Beast and everybody. It was the X-Force. It was smart. And whatever happens with Wolverine himself, he's always gonna have a solo book. Nothing really interfered, but it was a smart kind of template that he left out. Okay, now it's time to go into my next, monumental shift. The first monumental shift that I had resulted in so many sales and much interest and good art and everything you want out of comic books, or rejuvenation. There was even X-Men skins on Fortnite because of what he did, the work that he'd put in. There wasn't that before. So, Jonathan Hickman accomplishes something, and they decided, Jordan D. White, by way of Marvel Comics, everyone decided, yeah, Jordan's idea of continuing with this Krakoan stuff is the way to go. I am gobsmacked. I was mollywopped. I was bewildered. Okay, I was taken aback by this idiocy, so much that I stopped. I stopped reading. Others did. Chill said, no, there's no way you get my dollars for this. I have to stop reading. I'm disinterested. Whatever does happen is just going to be reboots and what was I not right? What did they do with, who was it? Oh, sorry, Teeny Howard, Excalibur. No, start something else. There's the Knights of X and Betsy Braddock, and who else got, like, there were series about Scarlet Witch, and there was series about Magneto that only went 4 issues, and it was just start and stops. And I'm going, why couldn't you guys just stop and start with phase 2 of Jonathan Hickman's? It's not like you weren't doing start and stops throughout the years. It was so stupid. It was lunacy. It was backwards. And I am not over it. I just I'm a comic fan, relatively new. I started collecting comic books on a regular basis 2018. Got into this, YouTube popping. Let me hop on YouTube and make comic reviews. I was an X-Men focused kind of guy, and they robbed me of years of covering meaningful Jonathan Hickman X-Men, where things would be laid out here. What's up with Franklin Richards and his mutant relationship? Oh, here comes Dan Slott. Just gets the the way Jonathan Hickman was treated. I am not over it at all, and I'm venting about it because you know why? Because I didn't say anything. I didn't say much over the last 3 years since Inferno came to an end. I've just kind of been like, whatever. I'm going to go check out that guy's channel, see what's happening over in Krakoa, but I'm not liking it. I'm not paying for it. I'm not interested in it. I'm not going to cover it. And I started doing other things on this YouTube channel, drifting away from comic book stuff, more towards entertainment stuff. And it's not going away. I'll still be doing live streams. I'll talk about Blade and how that movie's not being made. There's other things I can be chit-chatting about, maybe the NBA Finals even. And I think Boston might have it. I think Boston's going to win it at home now. I don't know. This video is going to age poorly if 12 hours from now they didn't win. I'm not over the Hickman stuff. That's it. That's all. Thanks for coming. You know what to do.